We found the Black Forest. We are not prepared. We haven't got a shield. We haven't got... that brute's going to wreck us. We've got nothing. Hello and welcome to a brand new series on the channel for Valheim. It's a very popular game at the moment, and it's one that I really like the look of. I played a few hours and I thought, yeah, this is something I'd like to do a secondary sort of series on. Now, don't worry, the channel's still going to be predominantly 7 Days to Die. The daily 7 Days to Die videos are not going anywhere. This is just going to be something I jump on, you know, maybe 2 or 3 times a week and do uploads for as and when, and we'll see how it goes. So I've made my character here, started the new one. Not only 2.5 is the name, you can't put numbers in, so I've had to do it this way. Just giving myself this kind of quite neat look for a Viking, but you know, nothing wrong with being a bit different now, is there? So we're going to start a new world here. Okay, so we'll just call this, I don't know, Brian. The world is called Brian, and that's the seed there if you want to have a look at it. It's that classic Apple 9ZIE. So yeah, if you want to play along, you're more than welcome to. So let's get this loaded up and we'll have a look and see what's what. I'll do this in my best voiceover voice for us. Long ago, the All-Father Odin united the worlds. He threw down his foes and cast them into the 10th world and then split the bows that held their prison to the world tree and left it to drift unanchored to a place of exile. For centuries this world slumbered uneasily, but it did not die as glacial ages passed, kingdoms rose and fell out of the sight of the gods. When Odin heard his enemies were growing once again in strength, he looked to... I've lost my pace, but it's getting born again in Valheim. So there we go, there's that. And we're hitching a ride with this thing, so we can flip around. Looks pretty cool, eh? People say the graphics aren't great in this, but I think that looks pretty badass. And you know, gameplay over graphics every time for me. I'm a 7 Days to Die player after all. Right, I've played a few hours of this game, so I will share what little tips I have. One thing I would say is we're about to be dropped into spawn here. And they don't start you off in any sort of safety zone. You will potentially be kind of bum rushed as you start by enemies. So this little guy, he will give you tips and stuff. He's just saying, you know, that we've landed, basically. So, right, what we want to do when we start is, again, talk to this idiot. These magical stones were scattered throughout the These magical stones were scattered throughout the land by Odin as signposts pointing towards the ritual grounds of the Forsaken. If inspected closer, this one will reveal the summoning place of Eikthyr, your first prey. He is a mighty beast, so you need to properly arm yourself before even attempting to defeat him. Let's register the location. It's telling us it's just up here. That's pretty nice. Not too far, and that is where we will be hanging the trophy after we defeat him. So I've played that far, and I haven't played much further in my test game. So, you know, we've just... I love this. You know, it's learn by doing, which is something I miss from 7 Days to Die. So, yeah, I'm really happy about that. What we need to do just here is just have a little run around and try and find some, you know, branches. There you go. Perfect. And we want to take on these enemies. Now, it's right to block, and you can dodge their attacks. They kind of telegraph them slightly. Okay. And I believe, yeah, you can also do a roll away as well, but try not to do it down a hill. Okay, stamina's gone. And I'm sliding down into a bunch of necks. Ooh, some stones up. And as we gather things like stones, we will unlock recipes and stuff, so that's pretty nice. And here's a food source, that's going to be huge. There's a boar there. Okay, lots of threats, lots of threats. We just need to compose ourselves here. Oh, there's a neck. You know, this is what I told you. They don't give you much time to adapt. Okay, so our stamina's really low, our health's really low. What we probably want to do is eat that, get a bit of health back. Okay, we beat them both. So we got a necktail and resin out of those guys. Okay, so it's telling us to eat. There we go. And this guy pops up less and less the more you play. It's just telling us we can craft a stone axe out of wood and stone, so that's fine. We got a piece of wood now. We know how to make a torch. This is spawn, so we just want to run around. And if we look at crafting, we want to make a club to be able to arm ourselves. We need 6 wood, so we need to run around and just try and pick up 6 branches. You'll know, like this deer here who I've just punched, you'll know when the enemies are onto you because they have this exclamation mark above their heads as well. A couple more berries. The only food at the moment. I'm thinking a stone axe might be a more priority because wood's not going to be an issue after we get the stone axe, is it? So, a couple of mushrooms. Let's eat one of them as well. Just so we have 2 food types. You can have a maximum of 3 types of food. You can see them in the bottom left of the screen there. And, you know, the more you've got, the better overall it is. And different things have different values and stuff. We can go more into depth than that later. But we need to get ourselves a base because today's all about getting started. A branch. More stones. Okay, 1 more piece of wood and we can craft a stone axe. Here it is. There's the bugger. Let's craft that stone axe. And that's number 2 in our hotbar for now. What this means, we can gather lots of wood really quickly now. And level our chopping skill while we're at it. Here we got 7, which is enough for the club. There we go, that was the right decision, wasn't it? I want the club to be number 1, because I like my melee weapon, my main melee weapon to be in that position. Get a bit more wood here. Oh! Okay, we've got more hit points now, and we've got a weapon, so this greyling shouldn't be an issue. There we go. We'll get resin from him, which can be used to craft flaming arrows later, which would be lovely. Okay, next we want to craft a hammer, so we can build things. That's fine in slot 4, I'm happy with that. And we've got this structure here to have a look at. Oh, okay. There's a beehive there. So we're going to take some damage here, but we want to destroy this. Okay, I can't get my reticle onto that beehive. Tell you what, beehive. I haven't got time to mess with that right now, but we'll mark that on the map. You do that by clicking here, clicking there, double clicking on. So you click on the icon you want, you double click on the map, and then you can type in what it is you've got there. We want to give that a wide berth for now, I feel like. Okay, that's just telling us that we need to craft a workbench. But first, before we craft a workbench, I'd like to take a run down the shore here, get some flint and stuff. You know, get a little bit more wood along the way and whatever. And I'd like to find a location for our first base. Okay, so here we are down here. That deer is kind of pointless for me to pursue right now. Because you want some sort of ranged attack for the deer. But you do need the deers to fight the first boss. So flint, you can find by running along the shore here, which is why I kind of want to do it, as well as stone and stuff. So it's going to be handy for that. Now we want to fight every boar we come across, such as this chump here, because these guys will give you leather scraps, and we need that. We need that for a lot of early game things there, and it's giving us some meat as well, which is nice. Okay, here's another couple of chumps. I quite like the combat in this game. It feels pretty nice. 2 for the price of 1 right there, a neck and a ball. So this will give us meat, it'll give us food, it'll give us leather scraps, and it'll level our melee skill as well, which is pretty nice. Oh, a deer. Can we get a lucky deer here? No, not even worth the stamina to chase it, to be honest. We'll get a bow soon enough. Get all these lovely stones. These rocks over here, if you see anything like this, it'll usually just have some writing on. So, give thanks to Frey for the rain and sun, for the shoots that break the earth's skin, and the fruits of the vine. Give thanks to Odin for the flesh and bone, the smoke from the cooking fire, the warm pelt, and the strength of your arm. So that one didn't actually unlock anything for us, but oh well. And a nice amount of resources running along here, some food. So the way encumbrance works in this as well is, if you look here, you've got a weight limit. So 300 your weight limit, so we're well under that, so we're fine. Those birds you can see over there, we can shoot them later on with the bow and get some feathers. Okay, we've got a chump over here. Get down. Give me that resin. Okay, we've got an honest to goodness little village here. Well, isn't that pretty cool? Come on, give me your meat and your scraps. Okay, that's very cool, actually. Right, so what I like to do in this game is reopen this. Oh, look at this. This could not be better. We've got coins. So So take all from that. But we've got a ready-made structure here, and, you know, we can get into base building and stuff later on. This is, you know, kind of near the water. It's kind of near spawn. As you can see up there, spawn's not too far. Okay, this has got a bed. Amazing. Okay, so I think this will be the one. What we want to do is we want to craft a workbench. You do that by getting your hammer. Okay. Oh yeah, and look, you can repair things as well. So these are all, like, you know, quite low hit points. But you right-click with the hammer equipped anyway. We want crafting, we want a workbench. Okay? So it doesn't really matter really too much where this goes right now. I would have liked it against that back wall, but the chest is... We could squeeze it in here. Yeah, that's great. Okay. We have our workbench. Okay, next. So let's just use this chest here. But we just opened up loads of recipes, you can see there. We just need to... It's just telling us all the building things we've just unlocked. I think it's finally stopped. Okay. So you can see here we've got a lot of stuff that, you know, we've got these coins, which is pretty nice to find early on. This amber, which is valuable. We've got arrows, which is pretty nice. But I think the next thing I want to do is look in this workbench and see what we can actually make here. Okay, so we need 8 leather scraps. So we need to kill 3 more boars and we can actually make ourselves a crude bow right off the bat here, which would be beautiful. But what we need to do as well is just come around the back. So another thing is, I've seen people say, is that you need to put your campfire indoors. You don't. You really don't. You just need to have it nearby your bed. You can do that by coming out here. Just min-max a little bit, you know. And you can simply grab your campfire and place it, I don't know, like here. There's your campfire, and because you're within your workbench area, that's fine. That'll count as heating you up and stuff. And this is a cooking station, so we throw this on here. You can actually get 2 or 3 of these on, but it gets a bit fiddly, so I'd prefer just to keep it at the one. And then if we press EE there, this will start cooking the food. Now, I didn't know how this worked the first time, and I kept burning everything, so I'll just explain here. Anyone else who's not sure, that guy in the top you can see over there shouldn't come near us because we're near a fire. We'll also equip our torch because they're scared of it. So this food will sizzle in a second. There you go. You press E and you get the cooked meat back, and you can just keep cooking. I'm going to just keep doing this until we've got a decent supply of food here. There we go. Now, one thing that will happen is this fire will say it needs a roof quite often. Why can't we do that? We're missing requirements wood. So we need to go and get ourselves some more wood so we can do a bit more building here. We've only got 1 wood on us. But let's go and take out this chump over here as well, who's harassing the area. Beautiful. Okay, it seems to be a bit of a hotbed for these guys as well, which isn't a bad thing. It means we can level up our skills. Let's close that door behind us. Okay, it's just telling us that we can get more building pieces, so that's fine. Now, the point I was making earlier is the campfire won't work unless it's got a roof sometimes, but there's a way around that. We can just simply do this. There we go. And that should be roofed now. It doesn't look the best, but we will make a nice base one day. But I'm talking day 1 here, getting yourself started, you know? This is fine. Okay, let's just fill in this roof here. There we go. I believe we have a... So we can't use this bed. Okay. So what we'll do is we will use the hammer to look at this. Okay, it's actually not going to let me, so I'm going to just destroy this bed. There we go. And we are simply going to craft ourselves a new one. Okay. Okay, so it's just telling us to claim the bed and stuff there. So we press E to claim it. So that's a spawn set for not only 2-5, and then we can sleep. Get rid of that pesky nighttime. Okay, so we're rested. We are. We need to eat, so we can eat that, and the neck, and that'll just give us so much more in terms of stamina, hit points, all that good stuff. You can throw away anything here. The way you click a whole stack in is you control click. So control click into there. We'll keep the leather scraps and the food bits. Flint and stone. Yeah, it's probably worth keeping on us for now. Now, what I'm wondering about is a flint axe. You need the next level of workbench. Okay, we need 10 wood. We've only got 2. Okay. I'll tell you what then, let's do that now. Let's do that now. Let's upgrade our workbench right now. So these wood piles, what do these give you? 16 wood. That's not bad, is it? Get out of here, you clown. That should be plenty of wood for what we want to achieve here. Okay, so let's just simply pop that there. Let's go here. Flint axe. We need 6 flint. I've just thrown that away, haven't I? No, I would have just used a flint to make that. Okay, right. So we need some more boars anyway. Oh yeah, here's another thing. This workbench, for no penalty, you can just press this little hammer here and repair all your stuff, and it doesn't cost anything, so that's pretty nice. Okay, this on the map here looks like it might be going into Black Forest. I'm going to quickly check. Yes, it is. Okay, we're not ready for that. We found the Black Forest. We are not prepared. We haven't got a shield. We haven't got... that brute's going to wreck us. We've got nothing. Okay, we really need these balls as well. Okay, I've run back into the Black Forest. Let's see if we can't just run away here. Oh, I know. Pull out that. Okay. That might give us a bit of breathing room, because things tend to be scared of the torch. It's actually kind of positive that we're so close to the Black Forest, because you do need that place later on, but we're nowhere near ready for it. Okay, we had a narrow escape there. Okay, you've wandered into the Black Forest. This place could be very dangerous for those unprepared for it. Prove your worth by slaying Ichthyr. Okay, yeah. You're right. I'm not ready for that place. I'm not going back there in a hurry. We got our hit points back very quickly, luckily, because we had that decent food in us. Let's go back this way in search of these things. Balls. Okay, one more ball and we've got the leather scraps we need. Okay, could this be the ball that we've been waiting for? Okay, there's the leather scraps, so we might as well get this one, since it's, you know, right here. It'd be rude not to. Okay, we've got 9 leather scraps. That's more than enough for this crude bow that we want to make. So let's get back to our territory, which is dangerously close. Dangerously close to the Black Forest. We might want to think about relocating, honestly. If we find another better, safer place to go, maybe we will relocate. Okay, here we are back home. Yeah, this might be better served as a little outpost for the Black Forest, but, you know, we'll see. Okay, let's get to our workbench, because we can now make a crude bow. And that is pretty sensational. So we're really short on flint. Let's just throw some resources in here. Okay, so I'm making 40 wood arrows. I've also got these flint arrows that we've looted along the way there, so that's pretty nice. We've got a boar trophy, that's pretty cool. Throw that in that chest. We're doing okay in food and stuff. You know, we just started here. Pretty cool. What I'm curious about is just heading north here and seeing if we can't find... Well, first of all, let's press 7. So I looked at the arrows and the hotkeys so you can select... But beware the arrow drop is what I'd say. It's real. That barely reached that deer. There we go, we've got deer hide, which means we can now have leather armor and stuff, which will be huge for that first boss fight of ours. The bow, the bow just makes such a difference in this. I'm going to run back along the shore here, because we do need flint. And we're also going to pick off deers along the way. Now, did you see how high I had to aim to account for the arrow drop there? Well, we got a deer trophy though. We need 2 of them for the first boss. Look at all these necks over here. These guys are pretty much 1 or 2 shot. And they're a decent source of food. Yeah, I really like the bow in this game. Ooh, look at this crowd over here. We get up top here. Ooh, didn't realise there's this many. Okay, close calls. We need to just top up our food here, don't we? There we go. Now, there's a structure I don't really recognise over there. Ooh, more deers. We want the ones with antlers. Oh, perfect. Right, so we now have our 2 deer trophies we need to be able to take on the first boss. You can swim in this game. What I'd say is try not to swim long distances early game, because that is how you die. If you've got low stamina and you're out in the middle of the water and you just drain your stamina swimming, you'll just slowly drain hit points. So yeah, it's just one to watch out for there. What is this? Okay, I suppose we could just break down a wall here, see what's going on. Okay, it was hiding a mushroom, was it? I see. There's a lot of necks over there. It's a lot of food. Come on, necks! Oh, it's flint. We've got 16 flint just in this little run here. Now I can spy a building over here. I like the look of it. It's more safely in the meadows, it's near the water. Okay, so this I like, this I like. This is the Black Forest down here, it's still not too far, but it's far enough away that, you know, I'm not going to get a troll wandering in. We haven't got too much over there, we can go back and get what's useful. This has actually got a chest as well though, with more of these arrows and feathers and stuff, that's pretty nice. We've got 25 wood. Okay, let's have a little night's sleep in our new hut. Pretty cool how you dream, isn't it? I like that. Right, so we're short on wood again, are we? Let's throw some nonsense into this chest here. Stuff we don't immediately need, that's only going to weigh us down. We have to remember that the other place is just down here. So we've got this thing, we can place this down now. I wonder if we can't just place it like here. Can we just put it next to this? Does that count? Oh, we can finally make this flint axe. It's very nice. Okay, so this can come down here. Things don't despawn in this game, it's pretty weird, so I don't know. If you want to throw something out, like this stone axe is effectively useless, so I want to just throw it out there. But, you know, there's no way to escape it. It'll follow me to the end of time. This thing will need to be expanded, obviously. Or we'll just build a brand new thing. But this is fine to get us going. It's somewhere to kind of run back to, drop stuff off, cook food and stuff. That's fine. That's all we need. So we've got arrows. We just need to really go out hunting, spamming, killing deers, boars, all that stuff. So we can get ourselves ready for this boss, because we want some armor, we want, you know, some arrows, maybe upgrade some equipment and stuff. That'll make all the difference, I think. Let's just get everything repaired here. But yeah, I mean, there's not much, but that is home for now, and I might just chill for a bit and just see if we can't do a bit of hunting. Okay, so I've just taken a bow shot at this here, and yes, we got a queen bee. And we got honey, that's huge, that's a really nice addition. That means we can craft a beehive now. And honey is just a really good, you know, it's really good for replenishing health and stuff. Again, that'll be huge for the actual boss fight here. It seems like we've run into another little settlement area, that's pretty cool. Check out what they've got for us. Oh, what a shot that was. Okay, and let's get some more food in the go. Let's get those hit points up. Okay, nice. More gold, more flint head arrows. Wow, we're getting really lucky with all this gold. If we can find a trader, we're laughing. Ooh, dear. You eat. this? Come back here, you coward. More over here. So much to explore. Another one bites the dust. Yeah, I'd recommend really just practicing with this bow because it feels really good once you get used to the drop. We just cleared out more boars in the area. There's a lot more food, a lot more leather scraps. More gold? Oh, this is honestly so much nicer than where I've decided to live. But it's fine. I'm not moving again. I'm not moving 3 times in day 1. What is this over here? So I found the summoning place for the Forsaken. Is that a boss that I don't know about, or are they just talking about that big deer thing? More delicious meat. Okay, I think I found another black forest here. Okay. Look at this big bad guy. Range him. Uh-oh, stamina. Yeah, so that's another black forest there. Okay. So we've got a strip of meadows here between 2 black forests. It's pretty gnarly. But it's not bad. And we killed our first grey dwarf as well, which is pretty sweet. So we've got grey dwarf eyes, which is unlocked. I'm sure some recipes that I didn't pay attention to. So let's start heading back home. Right, here we are, home sweet home. You can see I'm wet at the top there. Here's a little tip, get near a fire, that goes away really, really quick. We've got a lot of good stuff in this here. We've got the 2 deer trophies we need, we've got 21 leather scraps, 6 deer hide, a lot of resin and stuff. The only thing we weren't able to see was many birds for feathers, but, you know, you can't have everything in life, can you? So let's get in here. Got a torch so we can see. And I'm calling that a successful day 1. So yeah, let me know if you enjoy this game, if you like it, if you want to see more down in the comments below. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. If you want to see daily content on the channel, subscribe. Thank you so much, have a good one, and we'll catch you next time. Bye bye.